Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from Your Black World and the Black Business School. What's going on to everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to drboycetv.com. This is the home for intelligent black people. As I mentioned to you guys before, remember I told you whenever a wealthy person gets involved in a dramatic situation, there is usually a lawsuit. If you ever make a lot of money, you're going to get sued, and there's a good chance you may end up suing other people. It just happens. It's a part of doing business. That's life. As expected, there was one of the first lawsuits in the Kobe Bryant situation was filed by his wife Vanessa, and basically Vanessa is suing the helicopter company that owned the aircraft that was carrying Kobe. This is according, I'm reading Fox News, don't shoot me for that. But sometimes they tell the truth. Island Express, which owned the helicopter, was only allowed to fly under visual flight rules, and the conditions were not fit for flying, according to TMZ Sports. According to the suit, the pilot, Era George Zobayan, was flying at a high rate of speed. It is also noted that Zobayan was disciplined in 2015 for violating flying rules by traversing into areas with low visibility, according to TMZ Sports. Zobayan took responsibility for his mistake and was counseled by a Federal Aviation Administration investigator after the 2015 incident, according to the LA Times. Another pilot told the newspaper the violation was considered minor, and he doesn't know a pilot who hasn't violated the rule. The lawsuit also claimed the helicopter wasn't safe to fly, but was unclear about what was unsafe with the aircraft. Island Express has not commented. Vanessa Bryant is seeking punitive damages, according to TMZ and some other places. Now, with this lawsuit, there's no surprise. It was pretty much expected that eventually someone would get sued. I think in this particular case, you're probably going to see lawsuits from the people that were also on the plane. I was talking to attorney Nicole Compton, who knows a lot about the law, of course, because she's a lawyer. And she was mentioning that you can see suits against Kobe Bryant's estate, suits against not just the helicopter, the company flying the helicopter, but the manufacturer of the helicopter. And there are parts that are made that are put in the helicopter. So you can sue the companies that make the parts that go into the helicopter. You can sue the Federal Aviation Administration, the government, in terms of figuring out, okay, who gave them permission to fly. You can sue the pilot and his family. Why were you flying in that way? So it kind of becomes a big mess, which is why the insurance industry is so big, because you have to be insured against everything. And so chances are Kobe also is going to have to fight some lawsuits as well. And in fact, I think a lawsuit that needs to be filed is one against CBS. I think CBS should be sued for Gayle King's seeming accusation of Kobe Bryant as a rapist. I think that would be a good lawsuit. That's one I would support. So let me see here. I'm trying to see who sued Kobe Bryant. I'm looking here and I don't see anything here about anybody else suing the Kobe Bryant estate. Let me see here. Lawsuits against Kobe Bryant estate. Those of you who actually have, any money or have a nice house or any sort of wealth, be careful about bringing people into your house, because they can actually sue you. If they come to your house, if somebody's kid hangs out at your house and spends the night at your house, and the kid, drinks some, dishwashing detergent and dies or something, like the parents can sue you. So, or somebody comes up to your doorstep, you didn't invite them, and they slip on your doorstep, they can sue for that. So there's a lot. So people can just sue for almost everything, it seems like. According to law.com, they asked the question: could a lawsuit be coming? Former U.S. Department of Transportation Inspector General Mary Shivo, a partner at Motley Rice, said that lawyers would be looking at multiple facts, including the conversation between the air traffic control and the pilot just before Sunday's crash, which killed Kobe Bryant. Those next sentences could be billion-dollar words, she says. The cause of the helicopter crash that killed retired LA Lakers player Kobe Bryant and his 13-year-old daughter and 7 other people remains unknown. The National Transportation Safety Board is investigating the crash, which occurred on a foggy Sunday morning in Los Angeles. Could there be a lawsuit? The recorder talked to former U.S. Department of Transportation Inspector General Mary Shivo, a partner in Motley Rice, whose firm brought a lawsuit over a crash of the U.S. Army's Black Hawk helicopter. Shivo said that mentioned what lawyers will be watching. This one is a 1991 helicopter, so it's got some years on it. To me, it was interesting. It was circling downtown Los Angeles at a very low altitude. To me, that says fog or some kind of problem. They then headed to Calabasas. They then turned left and headed to a wooded, non-populated area. This might suggest that you're having mechanical problems or that they were desperately trying to get out of the fog. When you look at maintenance records, what it was used for in the meantime, What was the reason they went visual flight rules instead of IFR, instrument flight rules? In the Black Hawk Sikorsky case, there was everything from problems with the rotor pitch failed, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. She said about the pilot, it's looking bad at this point for the piloting, but we don't know yet. Let's see, the holding company, the aircraft was titled and owned by a company called Island Express, who was named in the lawsuit that was filed by Vanessa Bryant. Island Express is south of Los Angeles, Orange County, and runs visual tours or air tours. They take people out over Catalina Island, and they have had a few dozen employees. They were looking for more employees when this happened, and they took their website down. They have a number of pilots and do tours, so the media reports that this was Kobe Bryant's helicopter, but the registration does not say that. It says it belongs to Island Express. That will bring us into the legal conundrum of 1, were the pilots also Island Express pilots? 2, what kind of coverage does Island Express have? 3, were there any special circumstances? Did Kobe or anyone on that plane put pressures on the pilot? So they're even saying that if Kobe told the pilot, don't worry about it, just fly, just get us there, we got to make the basketball game, he could be sued for that, right? So, I think the big lesson to learn here is basically when you get money like a Kobe Bryant, or you have a company like Island Express, or whatever, you can be sued for little things. So you have to be really thoughtful about what you do, who you possibly do harm to. You have to be extremely careful. And in fact, I would almost say a lot of rappers, young rappers and athletes don't understand that game. So they make themselves vulnerable in a lot of situations. Like you'll see a rapper do something really reckless, like punch somebody out at a club or break a bottle over somebody's head because he wants to keep it real and keep it gangster. Next thing you know, keeping a gangster caused you to get sued and caused you to lose everything. So, and you saw Snoop Dogg kind of lose that too, where Snoop Dogg wanted to keep it gangster with Gayle King, and then realized, wait, I'm not Snoop Dogg the gangster anymore. I'm Snoop Dogg the corporate brand. I'm Snoop Dogg the iconic corporate entity. I'm not Snoop Dogg, the guy who was sitting on the street as Calvin Brodus, who had nothing to lose. So lawsuits are everywhere. It always happens. That's why lawyers make all their money. And a lot of us can't stand lawyers, but we actually like lawyers because we need them when we need them, but we hate them when we hate them. And it is what it is. It's life. All right, guys, so I'm about to go. I hope you guys will subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to come to the Black Business School, feel free to join us at the Black Business School. Get started for free. It's theblackbusinessschool.com, THE, that's theblackbusinessschool.com. Hit the thumbs up button on your way out. I will see you guys soon. Take care. Peace.